Level 1. The Shestka. You're 16 years old. In Moscow, the year doesn't matter, because for someone like you, the future is always the same. You dropped out of school. No job, no hope. You're standing outside a metro station when a man in a black tracksuit approaches. "You want to make money?" he asks. You nod. You don't even ask how. "Be here tomorrow, 6 a.m. You show up. There's a rusted van waiting. Inside, stolen car parts, engines, gearboxes. Your job is simple. Unload them at a chop shop on the outskirts of the city. You work 14 hours straight. Your hands are covered in grease and grit. At the end of the day, the man hands you 3,000 rubles in cash. That's 3 days' wages for an honest worker. "You did good," he says. "Come back tomorrow. You're a Shestka now. The 6, the bottom rung of the ladder. You don't know who you're working for, and you don't care. All you know is the money is real. For 6 months, you're just a pair of hands. You move boxes. You unload trucks. Sometimes it's bootleg vodka. Sometimes electronics. Sometimes it's guns. You never ask questions. One day, the van doesn't show up. Instead, a black Mercedes with tinted windows rolls to a stop. A man in his 40s looks you over. "You're reliable," he says. "I need someone for a different job." You're moving up. Level 2. The Boyik. You're 19 now. The man in the Mercedes is a brigadier. He runs the operations in your district. He makes you a boyvik, a soldier. Your job isn't unloading trucks anymore. It's enforcement. A debtor owes the organization 500,000 rubles. He borrowed money to open a cafe. But the cafe failed. He hasn't paid in 3 months. The brigadier hands you an address. Go talk to him. You and another Boyik drive to a crumbling apartment. You knock. He opens the door, and his face goes white. "I don't have it," he stammers. "Please, 2 more weeks." You don't negotiate. You grab him by the collar and drag him into the hallway. You hold him over the railing of the stairwell. A 70-foot drop. "You have 3 days," you whisper. "Or next time, I let go." 3 days later, he pays in full. He sold his car, borrowed from family. You don't care how he got it. This is business. But not everyone pays. A week later, another debtor disappears. The brigadier sends you to find him. You track him to a suburban apartment. He tries to slam the door. But you're faster. The orders were clear. Make an example. You break his arm. You hear the bone crack, and he screams. You leave him on the floor. You don't feel guilt. This is just your life now. Debt collection, intimidation, and occasionally violence. You're learning the business. The brigadier takes you to meetings. You see how deals are made, how territories are negotiated, how police are paid off. You're not just muscle anymore. You're being trained. Level 3. The brigadier. You're 26. You've never failed a job. You've never talked to police. The Pahan notices. He makes you a brigadier. You run your own operation now. But you're not managing streets. You're managing a smuggling route. The organization imports stolen luxury cars from Germany, BMWs, Mercedes, Autos. They come through Poland into Belarus, then into Russia. Your job is to coordinate the drivers, bribe the border guards, and deliver the cars to buyers in Moscow. Each car is worth 2 million rubles on the black market. You move 20 cars a month. You keep 5% for each sale. That's 2 million rubles monthly, just for you. But the risks are real. The FSB monitors the border. If a shipment gets seized, you lose money. If a driver gets arrested and talks, you're exposed. 1 month, a driver panics. He tries to run. The guards arrest him. The car is seized. The Pahan calls you. Fix this. You find the driver's family, his mother, his sister. You don't hurt them. You just sit in their kitchen and drink tea. Your son made a mistake, you say calmly. If he cooperates with police, you'll never see him again. Make sure he understands. The driver doesn't talk. He takes a plea deal. 2 years, no names given. Problem solved. Level 4, the strategist. You're 32. You've been running smuggling operations for 6 years. You've made the organization tens of millions. The Pahan brings you in his inner circle. You're a fixer. The organization is expanding into cybercrime. Russian hackers are the best in the world. The Pahan wants a piece. Your job is to recruit them. You find a hacker collective in St. Petersburg. Young guys, early 20s. They run ransomware attacks on European firms. You approach their leader in a cafe. You don't threaten. You offer partnership. You keep doing what you're doing, but you pay 30% of every job. In exchange, we protect you. If Europol comes after you, we have people in the government who can make problems disappear. He agrees. Within a year, the cyber division generates 50 million rubles monthly. You're no longer in the streets. You're in boardrooms, negotiating, planning, building. But the boardrooms aren't always clean. The Pahan is expanding into real estate. State-owned apartments are being privatized. Elderly residents don't understand the new system. They're vulnerable. Your job is to convince them to sell. You target a building, 20 apartments. Pensioners who've lived there since Soviet times. They don't want to sell. So you start small. Cut the heat in winter. Pay someone to vandalize the lobby. Make life unbearable. One by one, they sell. For a fraction of what they're worth. The organization buys them all. 6 months later, they renovate and sell each unit for a fortune. You're not just a criminal anymore. You're a businessman, predator, in a suit. Level 5. For VZAC 1. You're 38. You spent 20 years in the life. You've been arrested twice. Served 6 years. You never cooperated. You never broke. The Vori vote. You're crowned. The ceremony happens in a prison outside Moscow. 15 other Vori are present. They confirm your status. You're one of them now. Your body is covered in tattoos, stars on your shoulders, cathedrals on your chest. You don't run operations anymore. You mediate disputes. You represent the Bratva internationally. 2 bosses are at war. They call you to mediate. You fly to the Urals. You sit with both men. You listen to their grievances. Territory, money, respect. You make a decision. You draw a new line on the map. You divide the territory fairly. This is over, you say. If either of you violates this agreement, you answer to all the Vori. They agree. The war ends. But you're also a judge. A brigadier is accused of stealing. He skimmed 2 million rubles. The Pahan wants permission to kill him. You verify the accusation first. You call him to Moscow. He stole from his own family. You broke the code. He begs for mercy, but there is only one punishment. You have 24 hours to say goodbye. He's found dead 2 days later. This is the weight of being a Vor. Level 6. The international operator. You're 45. You relocate to Cyprus. You coordinate operations across Europe. Money laundering, arms trafficking, cybercrime. You meet with Italian bosses. You're a global operator now, but you can never go home. You watch your daughter's wedding on a video call, alone. Level 7. The hunted. You're 50. Interpol issues a red notice. You move to Dubai. No extradition, but the isolation is suffocating. You know it is only a matter of time. The end. You die alone at a beachfront restaurant. The tea was poisoned. The machine never stops.